guys, it's Roya. Welcome back to another video. As you guys can see by the title, today we're going to be talking all about my fall fragrance recommendations. I have officially put out all of my fall fragrances, all of the things that I feel like I want to smell like this season, basically fall and winter. I'm a seasonal girl when it comes to fragrance. You guys know that if you've been watching me for years, then you know I always break it down into seasons, so more spring summer and then fall winter when it comes to fragrance for me, because that's how I don't know, that's how I wear fragrance. I wear it very seasonally, very for the occasion, very for my mood, and so I'm gonna share with you guys the fragrances that I have pulled out. I'm also going to, when describing them, describe them in true Roya fashion and describe to you more occasions for when I would wear them, daytime, nighttime, that type of description, because I'm not really good with notes. Like, I'm not a person who can smell something and instantly be like, that's labdanum or that's patchouli. Like, no, that is not me. Now, I could tell you it smells a little like a rose or like a little peach, but I'm not one of those like fragrance connoisseurs in that way. I'm more of a, when I smell a scent, it gives me a mood, it gives me a vibe, it gives me an occasion, a place, you know, as to where I would wear it. So in describing them, I will be sure to leave the notes across the screen if you're a person who's like into notes. But when I describe them, I'm going to be describing them in that way. So if that bothers you, I'm sorry, but that's the only way I know how to do it. So yeah, we're gonna jump right in. I'm gonna share with you guys everything that's here on the tray that we're gonna be smelling like all fall and winter season. So if you're interested, stay tuned. All right, so first one up should be no surprise to you guys. This is gonna be J'adore L'Or. I already love this. This is such a year-round scent in my opinion, but in my personal collection, I feel like it's really gonna shine in the cooler months. I told you guys before, this is something that me and my mom discovered last year in Saks. I adore this. Now for me, I don't feel like this is an evening scent per se. This is very daytime function, very daytime date. This is not brunch with your girls to me, because this is very sexy. I think this is great if you're having like a day date with your partner. This is so good. This smells like, you know, lunch on the patio. We're in early part of fall, right? It's not the deep, you know, we're really cold. No, I could just wear like a moto jacket, some cute jeans and some booties and enjoy a nice chicken Caesar on a heated patio and smell divine in this. This is what this gives me. So I have been rocking this like crazy. Bottle wise, this does not have a dent in it yet, and that is because I have been sampled down on this. So I actually have it in a travel version that I've been keeping in my purse, but love it, and so far so good for the season. The next fragrance is becoming like a staple for me. This is getting up there with the signature scents that I like to wear, and this is none other than Louis Vuitton's Attrape Rêves. Y'all, I have worn this out. I really wore it a lot last fall and winter, and so pulling it out now, I know I'm about to really kick it up a notch. I love this. This is very sweet, but not sickeningly sweet, and very come hither. I think that you could wear this one as well year round. I left it out year round, so this was out for me spring and summer, because it develops on my skin in a different way in the spring and summer than it does in the fall and winter. But in the fall and winter, this is great for date nights. So how the J'adore L'Or is great for day dates, this is a perfect nighttime date night scent. It's sweet, and if you know how men are, they love sweet scents. This is very sweet. It has cacao in it, that I do know, and you can smell the chocolatey notes in it. But this also has a rose that, in my opinion, is kind of like the top to middle note. And it's beautiful. It's not an old lady rose at all, and it's not like an overly sophisticated rose either. This is slightly playful. It's like rose, a little chocolate cacao, and just very like deliciously gourmand, but not overly so. Not Prada candy-ish in any kind of way, but very like, again, come hither playful. So I love Louis Vuitton's Attrape Rêves. There is one more Louis Vuitton scent that is on my spring summer list. I'm trying not to pull the trigger on it for Christmas. I really want to just purchase it when the season is appropriate. But if you want something that's year round, Attrape Rêves is beautiful. New to my collection is Donna Karan's Cashmere Mist, Cashmere and Palo Santo. This is not Cashmere Mist. This is Cashmere and Palo Santo. But this is new to my collection. This is a new Donna Karan scent. So apparently she came out with like 4 new fragrances. I've smelt them all, but this one I fell in love with. Again, this is one of those that you could definitely wear year round. This has a heavy peach note in it for me. Almost like an apricot in there as well. But the peach is like a golden peach. It's like very comforting. It's not like summertime juicy peach. This is very warm, sexy, inviting peach. Like warmed up peaches in my personal opinion. But this is one of those scents that I think would be great year round. And I've worn it day and night. I don't really see it so far. It hasn't leaned in one direction or the other for me. It's been great just in general, but this is a compliment getter as well. I have worn this multiple times, and each time I've worn it, I've gotten some type of compliment. If you're looking for something that is more on the decadent side of sweet, and when I say decadent, I mean like it's a deep sweetness. But it's not like syrupy. It's not too much. I don't know how to explain it, but when it develops on your skin, there's a little bit of powderiness there. It gives off a little bit of musk, but it's very like inviting in the way of like you would want to hug or cozy up with the person that's wearing this. So I wouldn't necessarily say this one is a day or a night. This is an all day thing for me, in my personal opinion. This is also very non-offensive. So picking up your kid from school, you get a lot of compliments like, oh, what are you wearing? Or to the grocery store on a fall Saturday, you would get some compliments on this. Or quick Target run and you smell like this. This is one of those scents that's just a compliment grabber. Doesn't really have a time and place for me. Just all around really, really good. The next scent is Gris Dior. You guys know how I feel about Gris Dior. Gris Dior is my signature scent. At this point, it is something that I pull out every year and that I wear year round. This is the best rainy day scent because honestly, when you smell it, it reminds you of an elegant rainy day. Like cloudy, but you're dressed well. That's what this smells like. It smells like a cloudy, rainy day, but you're dressed impeccably and you've got like a Burberry umbrella or something. That's what this smells like. It is just amazing. I don't know the best way to describe this. I know it has like cypress in it, but it's just phenomenal to me. And if you've been following me for any amount of time, then you know I've gone Gris Dior crazy. I have a smaller bottle of this as well that I use to refill my travel version. This is a fragrance that I travel with often. It's just good for all occasions. Another like year-round staple for me. But in the fall and winter, just the way it develops on my skin, the way it holds to my clothing, it has a rose, a powder, a cypress to it and it's very unique. If you want to be asked not only like do you smell good, but like what is it that you're wearing, like what is that, this is the scent. It's very complex. I'll try to, like I said, leave the notes, but it's just unique and different and very signature scent worthy. I have my initials engraved on this one and on my Louis Vuitton one. But yes, this is actually something that is staying out for fall and winter. Love Christian Dior's fragrances, especially the La Privée line. This is worth trying. If you don't try anything else from the La Privée line, I highly recommend Gris Dior. It's just very much signature scent worthy, and so I'm definitely going to be pulling it out for the fall and winter. The next fragrance up is a classic. This is Burberry Woman. This is such a classic scent. It has been around for so long, since 1995 if I'm not mistaken. This is a beautiful daytime peachy ambery scent. Oh my gosh, if you have ever smelt Jessica Simpson's Fancy or Fancy Love, if you've ever smelt Fancy Love by Jessica Simpson, this is that elevated. Like this is the, you know, designer version of that cheapy scent. This smells divine. I have been wearing this for years. This is probably, I think this one's my second bottle because my original one had a round cap. Yeah, this is my second bottle of this. That's how long I've been wearing this scent. I love, love, love it, especially for the daytime in the fall and in the winter. It just projects well, but it's soft. It's like a musky pear. It's very pear forward. I do smell that in it, but it's just like a fuzzy pear. Think of like a velvet pear or something like that. Like that's what it smells like, but just different, unique in the fact that it's a classic. So in my opinion, because everybody's wearing Baccarat and Delina and this and this and that, this generates a conversation a lot of the times. When I've worn it in the past, I always get compliments on this one as well. And it's like, what? It smells similar. I had a lady tell me that it smells like something she smelled before, and I remember telling her, well, that's because it's a really old scent. Like this scent is such a classic. It has been around for almost 30 years, but I promise you, smells so unique, and in my opinion, develops differently on everyone, because my mom has this and it smells totally different on her. Like similar, but very much different on us. I highly recommend this for the daytime. This is a great signature scent, but great daytime fall winter scent. You will not be disappointed, I promise you. If you're a classics girl and you want to just grab a couple of classics, this is the one for fall and winter, I promise you. Speaking of classics, Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. This is the Eau de Parfum Intense. I have the original as well, but I did not pull out the big bottle because I have the original in like let me show it to you really quickly, but it's just the Chanel travel version. So I do have the original Coco Mademoiselle, so I'm not going to pull out the big bottle because when I need it, oops, I can just use that. But the Intense, listen, when I went to like put everything together, I was like, I really want to pull out some of my heavy hitting classics, and this is a date night staple for me. Now, the original I used to wear as a date night staple. Then I got this and I started wearing this at night, and the original more so during the daytime. This is such a sexy come hither scent. This is, think of a nice slip dress with a slit up to the thigh and a nice 4-inch stiletto heel. Like this is giving sexy on 1000. I love this scent. I love it so much that I have the lotion, the body cream, the body bar, the shower gel. I have a lot of Coco Mademoiselle accoutrements, if you will, for this scent, because it's just that amazing. Again, if you are a classics girl like myself, there are years where I only pull out my classic scents. I don't go for anything fancy or extravagant or new or anything like that. I just pull out the classics. This is one of those classics to have if you're looking for a great nighttime scent. Nighttime appropriate for anything. Date night, you know, just something more suited and booted, a gala, a fundraiser, or anything like that. This is such a great nighttime scent. And it just is so sophisticated and like grown woman forward. You know, like when you smell this, there's no child's play involved. This is a grown woman, and that's what I love about this. So Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel, the Eau de Parfum Intense version, Chef's Kiss. Next up is a really, really great unisex scent in my opinion. Both you and your partner can wear this, and this is YSL's Libre Eau de Parfum. This is the original. I know everybody loves the Intense. I need to get my hands on it and sniff it and see if I like it, but I love the original. A lot of people say it's too sharp. In my opinion, the lavender develops gorgeously on me. This is a nighttime forward scent for me. I wear this heavily for date nights specifically. Clarence really enjoys this. This is something he actually purchased for me. This is an amazingly unique scent if you're looking for something that you can readily grab in a department store. Sometimes when we want unique scents or different scents, we go more like niche. If you're looking for something that's unique that you can run up to a Macy's and grab, I think any of the Libre are the way to go. If you guys hear my kids, I'm so sorry. This is such an amazingly unique scent that's readily available. The lavender in this gives like a slight masculine vibe, but then there's this sweet undertone that makes it really sexy. This is a very commanding, sexy scent. So I love wearing this for date nights. This is a very date night forward scent. Like I said, very nighttime appropriate scent. So if you're looking for something that's unique for the nighttime, YSL Libre is definitely the way to go. This is another one that's on the gourmand side, and this is Jean Paul Gaultier's La Belle. As y'all can see, I've worn this fragrance out since Clarence got it for me. He bought it for me a couple of Christmases ago, if I'm not mistaken, or a birthday, a Valentine's Day. I can't remember because he loves to purchase fragrance for me. But as you can see, I've used so much of this. This is a compliment snatcher. Forget getter. This is a compliment snatcher. It commands a room every time I wear it. Now this to me is appropriate for everything. I've worn this in the summer and it wears well, but my favorite time to wear it is this season. This develops and gives a nice, sweet, sticky, gourmand, sexy, come hither, musky scent to it that is phenomenal and a crowd pleaser. Men, women, children, infants, everybody loves this, and I love this scent. Clarence loves this scent. Again, this is something that he purchased for me. But if you're looking for something that's sweet, if you're a gourmand girl, but you want something that doesn't really lean juvenile, it's gourmand and up your alley, but sophisticated and a little more grown up, and you don't want to go to Prada Candy, definitely look into Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle. You will not be disappointed. Next up is another really good unisex scent, something that both you and your partner can wear, and it's another one from Dior. This is Ombre Nuit. I love this because there's not a great deal of sweetness in this. This is very like straightforward. It has a heavy masculine, like on the cold throw scent, but once it develops on my skin, it gets sweet. If you're a person who's been trying to get into ouds and you just cannot, start with Ombre Nuit. This gives an oud vibe without, and y'all know, smelling like a gas station. That's just what ouds tend to smell like to me. This gives that oud sophisticated, scent without being too like overpowering or overbearing. So like I said, if you're trying to get into ouds and they just don't really do it for you, or they're too strong or smell too incensey for you, definitely try Ombre Nuit, because this is an amazing amber scent. Like I said, very masculine leaning when you smell it on cold, but when it develops on your skin, it just turns into a beautiful, I don't even know how to explain it. This is very nighttime. I would not wear this during the day at all. This is, you know, nighttime and it's cold, like projects its best nighttime, super cold weather. Love this. I think this smells great on me and Clarence. So if you're looking for something that both you and your partner can wear, like I said, I think Libre is amazing, but so is Ombre Nuit. Next up is a more fun, flirty fall fragrance, and that's gonna be Burberry Her. Clarence loves this. Now, I purchased this for myself, but he loves this. This has a very heavy dent in it for me. This is very raspberry forward. This is very playful. This is very brunch with your girls during the daytime. This is very, you know, Saturday headed to the mall, Sunday church, just very easygoing, but beautifully made and develops well. This was made by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. He did, you know, Baccarat 540. And this smells similar to it, but has a little more sweetness to it, more on a raspberry side versus like a cotton candy type side. And I love that about this. This is just girly. This is really girly. If you like 540 but you feel like it's not girly enough, because I finally figured out that's what it is with the 540 for me. It's very amber and saffron, and that's great, but it just needs a little more girliness for me, and that's what the Burberry Her gives. So if you're looking for 540 but you want something a little more girly, I highly recommend Burberry Her. This is the Eau de Parfum version. Last but not least is another daytime scent that is more on the sweet side, more gourmand and playful, and that is YSL's Black Opium, but this is the Eau de Toilette. This one is hard to find, y'all. I want to say it may have been discontinued at this point, but this one is so good. So the Eau de Parfum version, in my personal opinion, smells like grape Kool-Aid, and I just can't get down with it. It doesn't do it for me. I don't like it. But this one is like perfect. It's not too sweet, it's not syrupy. That was my issue with the Eau de Parfum. I felt as though it leaned so, like, it smelled like, if you ever made Kool-Aid back in the day when you're like stirring it up in the pitcher, that the wafts of that sweetness coming through like that, that's what it smells like to me. And it's just too syrupy, too sweet. This gives all those good qualities that the Eau de Parfum has, but it's more light and more airy. This is, think of, you know, like a bridal shower. This would be great to wear it to any of your fall, winter baby showers. This will be great. It's not offensive at all, but it's sweet and it's playful and it's feminine. This is really, really, really feminine. Like if you want to smell just like a girl, just a girl, this one is it. Again, not Prada candy like, but just very girly. When I smell it, I smile because it's just a very playful, girly scent. Similar to the Burberry Her. They're just very daytime appropriate, very playful. and sweet, but not too much. So love this. Definitely gonna be pulling this out for things that we do during the daytime for the fall and winter. All right, you guys, these are all of the fragrances that I will be pulling out for the fall and winter season. If I get anything new, or if I dig in my stash and pull out some other things, I will be sure to share that with you guys. If you saw anything that you want me to get more in depth with, or you have any additional questions, comments, or concerns, y'all know what to do. Leave it in the comments below. As always, if you're an oldie but goodie, thank you so much for coming back and joining me. And if you're new, don't forget to hit the subscription button on your way out. I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.